Hello, this is Mark. My son had asked me to do a brief video about some possibilities of business in Turkey here. I've been here in Turkey. We lived here about 7 years before, and I've been here back for about the last 4 months in July. I rented a place for about $250 a month here. As you can see, I'm by the beach. This is Western Turkey. This is the more European side. It's very integrated, I guess. There's a lot of different nationalities here, a lot of different Europeans, Asians. They come here for holiday. So the attitudes of the people here are much different than the rest of Turkey. Very open, very understanding of different cultures. So as far as business is concerned, there's a number of things that I was discussing with my son, and he knows these things also, is the difference between Western and Eastern thinking. Now, as far as, I don't know, as far as China or India, but as far as Turkey and the Middle East, there's definitely a different mindset than the Western thinking, as far as the more linear, logical type of business culture that America has. A Turkish business is way different than American business, and it's based on relationships, who you know, who you trust. They have different alliances. I guess in that sense, it's not any different than the United States, but it's magnified. It's more important, and so I was telling Nate, and I know also from my experience here, because I've been doing real estate here also the last summer, that there can be some real problems with business between Europeans and Turks because of misunderstandings, and also I think Europeans misunderstand a lot of things about Turks, I guess, and so I think the first thing, talking about relationships, is when you do business in Turkey, it's very important to have the right people you're going to talk with. It's the right, in any kind of business, the top people are the very key people. You have to have a lot of trust in those people. They have to have experience. They have to have confidence, know what they're doing. So those kind of people they're not that hard to find, but it's very important to find those kind of people. And now Nate was asking about the differences in culture. Now, it's one thing to learn a language, but it's another thing to learn a culture. A culture is the mindset of the people, and one of the things that is kind of, you have to get used to, is the different time zones or time thinking. Turks don't think about time the same as Americans. Americans are like, we are so stressed, so you got to get things done, so many things done. A Turk, time is, it's kind of like, it's more important. People are more important than time. And so, like, we were working this summer till, 12, 1, 2 in the morning. It's kind of the Mediterranean culture, getting up later, maybe 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So the time is much different here. Also, as far as contracts are concerned, contracts are very important to Turks, and they really honor contracts. But if you don't protect yourself with the contract and you don't understand contracts, you can get taken advantage of really bad. And so it's very important to have a good lawyer, understand the laws. They really take the law serious here. The third thing he's asking about is holidays. Now, we're used to holidays, the Easter, Christmas. They have Ramadan and also the Kurban Bayram, different holidays. So, and it kind of follows the moon, so it's not the same every year. So that is a little different, and it makes things a little more complicated. Now, as far as getting Turks to trust you, Turks trust Americans, they trust Europeans, they don't trust each other. So, I don't know. I mean, they trust each other, but they trust the business of Americans much better because money talks and everything else walks, right? So this is just kind of a brief synopsis of my experiences. I hope this helps you out. My name is Mark. Thanks, and thanks a bunch, Nate. Bye.